Hey, Osiris. I kind of wanted to give my input on this walk with me in hell thing here you were talking about in the thread. I have not really played or known this song a whole lot. Well, I don't really know the song until you mentioned it in the thread, but I've kind of been looking at it for a bit, and I think what kind of kept tripping me up rhythmically was that how the drums are so slow, and you sort of have this um, six note pattern, like six plus six plus four. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that repeats. And then, of course, you go into the string skipping part after a few rounds of the other thing. And for me, at least, looking at it now, it helped sort of, I'm sure you've known these things already, but like realizing that the pattern you kind of have to watch out for is that in the first part. And you have that D note. Well, I don't know. I'm not in drop D, by the way, but you have that D note before that. So the next part, of course, you move that up here. And the string skipping, of course. Let me just make sure I have it on screen so I know what I'm doing. And the last bit kind of does the same, doesn't it? Okay, so as I said, I'm not too familiar with this, but let's go from the very last two bars in that string skipping part. And it's back to the first part again. Okay, so I definitely focus on just instead of feeling the drums as that slow groove, I think I have it here. Just the drums. They're gonna have this. Because they're not following that 6 plus 6 plus 4 pattern that you have. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I definitely feel it as sort of the way it counts in. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hit those eighth note targets. But of course there's a few, I'm sure you already know this, but for anyone else watching, a few different string skipping exercises you could do. One that I quite like is one that I don't know if I came up with it, but I'm sure people have done it before. Few different variations. Let me get a close-up camera. See if that works. So yeah, you could even incorporate a different chord into it. And when creating patterns through that shape, it kind of becomes obviously not similar to the Walk With Me in Hell, but it kind of gives you exercises towards that string skipping stuff. So for instance, you could play through those shapes in groupings of 4. I'm not sure I can do that off on the fly here, but 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Or if you want those kind of single note jumps that you kind of have in Walk With Me in Hell, like, you know, you can maybe try a sixth note pattern. This is going to sound weird, but it's going to create quite some skips. So, you know, same shape. It's basically just D, the 5th fret, E, 7th fret, 9th fret, the F sharp, and then, you know, a C sharp, and a D, and E, A, B, C sharp. But if you create a 6-note pattern through that, it becomes something like this. Let me see if I can do it. 1, 2, 3. And it kind of trains your picking hand to jump between notes. Even like there's a 5-string jump in that last exercise. First shape, second shape, end up there, and then you have to jump all the way back down to the A string and 9th fret. And you get the same on the way down. This is where you have to jump from the 10th fret on the A to the 7th fret of the high E. But yeah, so those are kind of some exercises work on this. But otherwise, like feeling that fast rhythm in the in that pattern instead of feeling the slow drum groove, because that slow drum groove definitely put me off in terms of keeping the rhythm. I don't think I can do it even up to the speed you're at now, but you know, if I select something like 70, let's see if I can even do that. I'm probably gonna fail miserably, but let's try it. I can just keep a grip of my pick. Okay, let me try that again. It's tripping me off because I have to look so much at the tab while playing this. Let me try it once more and maybe see. This is on at 70, by the way, 70%. Pattern is the pattern itself is kind of tripping me off. I'm gonna do it. Come on, I've nearly got it. I think I can do this now. 2, 3, 4. So I definitely think you can do that. You know, just take it slow, push it a bit more. Maybe I can bring up the Guitar Pro screen here, see if that even works in the setup. And I push myself a bit here. I don't think I can do this. I'll probably mess this up, but this is at 90% of the speed, by the way. So about 190. That's a pattern I keep messing up. I'm not. The second one is just tripping me up. Oh, we're about nearly 15 minutes. One more time. I don't know why I want to go there. Three, four, five, six, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, okay, so you know, even the second pattern is just, you know, I want to think about it as 6 plus 6 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Last time. Ah! If I could not lose my pick, that'd be great. That's nearly there. Anyway, I think those are my tips. And I think you can definitely... Did I lose my... Oh, I didn't. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it's still there. I think you can definitely do this. It's a bit more practice. And you know, maybe some of those exercises you could even... You know, you could even just be exercises where you go back and forth from, you know, like single note, 2-note patterns, or whatever you feel like, you know. Now, the tricky part, of course, is that it kind of flips the picking around because it's 3 notes. So, you know, even if you wanted to kind of, I don't know, cheat your way through it, I suppose you could do it with pull-offs and hammer-ons. I don't think I can do that. That way, you could maybe always have a down pick on the 13 or whatever you wanted to do. But I think, you know, just picking through it is probably the best. but also just a relaxed picking hand. That seems to help me a lot here. Barely gripping onto the pick. It'll have been 20 minutes, 15 minutes now. Okay, let's see if I can't do it. There's some part there that's tripping me up, but I think you get the idea. Maybe I'll practice it a bit more, and we can practice it together or something. I don't know. You know, even if you want to collaborate or something, you know, that gave me a reason to actually get this completely down. And I don't even know if I could do it at full speed, even getting the transition right. It's very fast. It is a ferocious tempo, to be honest. I'm not used to playing like at that fast a groove anyway, so there is that. But let me know if this helped in any way. And if you want me to tab out some of those exercises I was talking about in the beginning, let me know.